Hi everyone, this is Adrienne Thompson again, back with more self-publishing tips and motivation. And today I want to speak with you all about another issue I've been dealing with over the past few weeks as I prepare my 10th novel for publication. And that is blurring the lines between the creative side of self-publishing and the business side of self-publishing. It's very easy to do that, especially after you experience some form of success with your writing. You've published your book, you've sold some books, you're getting some good feedback, and it's really easy to start worrying about people's expectations of your work. And I've been going through that recently. With my first few books, I wrote several books before I ever published one. So there was never a concern when I was writing those books about how they would be received because I was just writing. And I wasn't worried at that point in time whether or not they would sell because I don't think I really had the intention of publishing them at first. But now that I've published several books, I've sold some books, I have a good readership building now. It's becoming... I can say that I'm becoming more and more aware of reader expectation during the writing side of self-publishing. And what I had to come to realize is there are two sides to self-publishing. There's the creative side and there's the business side. And the business side would be your marketing, the actual publishing, of the book, the social media side, anything from trying to build your author platform, dealing with your website, dealing with what's marketable, like your covers and your book trailers, and really gearing everything towards trying to bring that attention to your work and trying to catch the reader's attention. That would be the business side. The creative side is plainly and simply the writing. It's strictly the writing. Writing is strictly creative. And what I caught myself doing in the middle of writing was worrying about how what I was writing would be received. And what that does is really just dampen your creativity. It just it basically really messes it up, to put it plainly. And I found myself questioning everything that I wrote. And it wasn't a pleasant experience for me. It's not good when you're a creative person. You're already, I know I am, you're already hard on yourself anyway. So that was making it nearly impossible for me to get my writing done because I was inside my head the whole time I was writing. And usually I'm a writer that can just flow. I just write and everything just flows. And things were flowing fine as usual. But when I would go back and read it, I think, well, wait, what are they going to think about this? Or is this going to work? Or what if this doesn't sell? Or people are used to reading this and this is different, than what I've been doing. And I finally had to put those thoughts out of my head because that was just hampering my creativity. It was just messing things up. And I have to remind myself, and I still have to remind myself that there's a creative side and a business side. And it's very detrimental to blur the two together. You can't be all fly by the seat of your pants creative when you're doing your business side because business is business. And that's when you need to have those kind of thoughts, Will this trailer catch someone's attention? Will this book cover catch someone's attention? Is this blurb catchy enough? That's when you need to worry about the business side. But when you are working on your body of work, when you're writing your book, you need to just push all of that out of your head and just write. And if you're someone like me who writes first and foremost for the love of writing, if you start thinking business-wise while you're writing, it's going to take the joy out of the writing. And I never want that to happen. And any true writer doesn't want that to happen because first and foremost, you have to write because you love to write. Because you can't write to be successful because you're going to make yourself miserable. You're going to burn out. So I definitely didn't want that to happen. So I finally was able to get out of my head with it. But it's a day-to-day chore for me because, I love my readers. I'm always going to want to keep my readership. But I have to go back to when I first began writing, when I didn't have a readership. And the writing that I did then, the creative process and the stories that I told are how I gained that readership. So I have to remember that in order to keep the readers, I just have to do what I've done all along. And that is to try to craft good stories, try to write good stories, relatable stories with relatable characters. And that has nothing to do with business. So I hope that little nugget helped you, and I hope you understood what I was saying. I hope I wasn't rambling, but I hope I got my point across. And I guess the motivation for today would be stay creative. Just stay creative. Do what you have to do to stay creative. And if that means that you need to push the computer screen back or push your laptop back or push the pen and paper back for a while and go watch a good movie or read a good book or you just walk outside and view nature, then do it. But stay creative. Until later, be blessed.